Take note that the entire nervous system lies entirely in the gut of the wall, which starts in the esophagus and extends all the way hanggang doon sa anus natin. Always remember the law of the gut. No? It always moves analward. No? Hindi pwedeng pabaliktad. Okay? Whatever goes to the mouth, it will always go out the other way. Normally, we call it the law of the gut. It always moves analward. Okay. And to make things more confusing, okay, there are 100 million neurons in the entire spinal cord that are connected in order for the enteric nervous system to work. Okay, so anything that will control it from the neural system, napakaraming factors. If something happens to the nervous system that will affect your enteric nervous system, then mawawala yung control niya. It is also important in controlling GI movements as well as secretion. And there are two plexuses that you have to take note of in the enteric nervous system. They are the myenteric or the Auerbach's plexus and the submucosal plexus or the Meissner's plexus. Yung myenteric plexus, ito yung outer plexus which are between the longitudinal and the muscle fibers. Okay, and the inner plexus naman or the submucosal plexus is in the inner plexus which is within the submucosal layer. Okay, got it? I have no other way to except for you to memorize this one. Okay? I have no code for this. You can make your own code here. We also have now the gut wall neural control. So this is what it looks like. Yeah. Okay. Remember that meron sympathetic, which is mainly postganglionic, and the parasympathetic, which is preganglionic as well. And they are the ones that are connected to both the myenteric and the submucosal plexuses. Okay. So say natin myenteric, they are linear chains of any interconnecting neurons, and it extends also in the entire length of the gastrointestinal tract, and they control muscle activity along the entire length of the gut. Now, what makes it stimulated? Ano bang nagsistimulate ng myenteric? Okay, so when this plexus is stimulated it increases the tonic contraction or the tone of the gut wall. It increases intensity of the rhythmical instructions. It also increases the rate and the rhythm of contraction. It's mas mabilis o mabagal. Okay, it also increases the velocity of the excitatory waves of the gut, causing more rapid movement of the gut peristaltic waves. Take note that the myenteric plexus should not be considered purely and excitatory, because some also of its neurons are inhibitory as well. Okay, so here we have what we call the vasoactive intestinal polypeptide. This is just an example of it. When it is secreted, it inhibits. Now, instead of the GI tract being excitatory, this is going to inhibit it. Okay, so it inhibits some of the intestinal sphincter muscles like the pylori and the sphincter of the ileocecal valve. Okay, there's a touch of then there's a touch of anatomy here. Now, what about the submucosal plexus? The submucosal plexus, or another name nito? Meissner's. Okay, the submucosal plexus controlling the function within the inner wall. So that means it is in the submucosa of each minute segment of the intestine. Okay, so it sends many sensory signals, and they originate from the GI epithelium and are integrated into submucosal plexus to help. First, it controls the local intestinal secretion. Lahat ng mga sinisikret doon, mga fluids, it's the one that helps it. It also helps in local absorption, and of course, contraction of the submucosal muscle, and causes various degrees of the infoldings of the gastrointestinal mucosa. So once food or any digestive material has been incorporated inside of the GI tract, this is what happens. This is what the submucosal plexus does. Okay, so aside from local contraction, Okay, nagbibigay rin siya ng mga infolinks within the gastrointestinal mucosa, as well as absorption and secretion as well. And these are just some of the neurotransmitters secreted by the enteric neurons. You don't have to memorize it, but at least alam ninyo, you can just read it like that. Malalaman nyo kung meron pa ng mga ganyan. Okay? Saka na natin aralin yan. But it's enough for you to know na ganito karami ang neurotransmitters na sinisecrete ng enteric neurons natin. Okay? Okay, ulit tayo ha. Which neurotransmitter excites gastrointestinal activity? Yan sa mga yan. Excites? Acetylcholine, kasi parasympathetic, diba? And the one that inhibits mostly is norepinephrine. Yun lang. Okay, so that's it. Well, the other transmitters are either a mixture of excitatory and inhibitory. So it's mostly acetylcholine and norepinephrine are the only ones that are responsible for excitation and inhibition. Okay. So always take note that autonomic control of the GI tract is always sympathetic, parasympathetic. Parasympathetic. Okay, so it's the one that increases activity of the enteric nervous system. And usually they are divided into the cranial and sacral divisions. Bakit kaya may cranial? Pag sinabi cranial, it has something to do now with the entire vagus nerve. Yan, okay? Those are the cranial parasympathetic nerve fibers. And they provide extensive innervation to the esophagus, stomach, pancreas, and somewhat of the intestines down to the first half of the large intestine. While yung sacral parasympathetics, they are the ones, well, this is actually the second, third, and fourth sacral segment. So anything that happens dyan, magkakaroon ng problema yung kanilang pagdumi. Okay? So the sigmoidal, rectal, and anal regions are considerably better supplied with parasympathetic fibers than are the other intestinal areas. Okay. Now the autonomic control of the GI tracts, okay, they are usually the ones that execute the defecation reflexes or the TAE reflex. Okay, so nadudumi kayo, it is more of the autonomic. But, di ba, minsan pumunta tayo sa isang lugar, ayaw natin yung CR, anong ginagawa natin? Hahanap na lang kayo ng ibang o doon na lang kayo sa gilid. Just remember that sometimes, not sometimes, but remember that we also have our own set of control. We have the higher centers. Hindi natin gusto yung CR, ayaw natin kahit na ano natin, sa pakiramdam natin at gusto nang lumabas, gusto pa rin i-control yung mind natin. But, there will come a point in time na yung lower control, yung sphincteric control, will already supersede that of yung iniisip ninyo na yung higher controls. Kaya kahit anong gawin ninyo, kahit na magtamping-tamping kayo dyan, o i-stomp ninyo yung feet nyo, or kahit anong gawin ninyo, it is really bound to come out. No? That's why, kahit anong gawin ninyo, talagang mapapahiya kayo. The GI tract is actually one of the most, will give you the most embarrassing situations everywhere. Okay? Yeah, no matter what, kahit naisipin nyo, hindi ako dudumi. Hindi ako tatay. It is really bound to come out. No? Hindi na makakayanin yan. No? Yung talaga tipong nag-goosebumps na kayo. Have you ever experienced that? You were in a situation where you cannot find a very good place for you to defecate, but still you are already trying your very best to hold on to it. Diba? Ganyan yun. Okay. Okay. We also have what we call the postganglionic neurons. Okay. They are located mainly in the myenteric and the submucosal plexuses. And once stimulated, they cause a general increase in activity of the entire nervous system, which in turn enhances the activity of the most of the gastrointestinal function. Okay, so we already done with the sympathetic activity. Parasympathetic activity. Okay, doon naman tayo sa sympathetic. They are the ones that usually inhibits GI tract activity, and mostly the sympathetic fibers, they originate within the spinal cord between a higher one, and also E5 and L2. And they secrete mainly sympathetic, so it is norepinephrine. Like dun sa parasympathetic, di ba meron tayong cranial division and we have the sacral division. This one naman, mostly nasa thoracic at saka towards the lumbar area. So the autonomic GI control of the GI tract, always remember that when the sympathetics are stimulated, it inhibits the GI tract activity. So it may exert its effect on two ways. They could either be due to a direct effect of the norepinephrine to inhibit the intestinal smooth muscle tract, okay, or they may be an inhibitory effect of the norepinephrine on the neurons of the entire nervous system. So what controls this? Okay, there are factors here. They also are involved in the afferent sensory nerve fibers from the gut. Once the gut of the mucosa is irritated, the nerve fibers are stimulated. If there is excessive distension of the gut, na parami ang kain ninyo, mas madali kayong maglabas. Okay? And the presence of specific chemicals in the gut. So it's either an excitation or inhibition that causes the movements or intestinal secretion as well. Okay. But what are the reflexes naman? Meron tayong mga GI reflexes. So the reflexes are integrated within the gut wall. So they are controlled by peristalsis, by mixing contractions, and local inhibitory effects. So pag may pumasok, it is expected that the food is going to be propelled. What's the law of the gut? Papunta dun sa anal ward. Okay? It cannot be na pag pumunta siya dyan, it will stay there. It has to move forward. There are also reflexes from the gut to the paravertebral sympathetic ganglia and then back to the GI tract. We call that the gastrocolic reflex, the enterogastric reflex, and the colonoidal reflex. And we also have the reflexes, which is transmitted from the gut to the spinal cord or the brainstem and then back to the GI tract. They could either be caused by pain reflexes, which are inhibition, or defecation reflexes. Remember that pag dumumi kayo, tuloy-tuloy na gumagalaw para ilabas. Diba? Hindi pwedeng pa isa-isa, tapos lalabas ka na naman. Tapos after a few minutes, papasok na dumi ka na naman. Hindi, it has to be continuous because of the stretching. Once nararamdaman niya, nalalabas na yan, ilalabas na niya lahat. Hindi pa tingi-tingi. Hindi ka na pagsayin. Napansin niyo siguro na ang pagdumi ninyo, hindi dapat pa tingi-tingi. It has to be continuous. Okay? That's why have you noticed, no? Part of the reason why there are some people who develop diarrhea na nagkakaroon ng mas madalas na pagdumi. No? The problem lies is because there is either something that is continuously stimulating, okay, your gastrointestinal system to either secrete these hormones to prevent absorption or to continuously contract and contract the muscles of your gastrointestinal tract. Kaya lumalabas na lumalabas or galaw na galaw. If you listen to the stomach or the abdomen by auscultation of someone who is having diarrhea, maririnig nyo talagang okay, called the borborygmi. Okay? Sino sa inyo may borborygmi na ngayon? Grabe, no? Sinabi niya. Okay, so we are done with the sympathetics, the neural control. Let's go now to the hormonal.